Hello, my loves. Okay, so I've been getting this download, right, for a while now, and the download is we are faced with two choices right now. Two options. We're faced with the option of taking a leap into the unknown and taking action, or staying where we are because we're scared of leaving things behind. We're scared of closing doors. You need to close a door to open another door that has so many things, like so many things that you want right here behind it. And we, as a collective, for the past 3 to 5 years, honestly, we have been being molded and conditioned and going through experience after experience after experience by spirit, being pushed through challenges, overcoming them. Maybe we fail, maybe we overcome, whatever it is, but we've been being molded and prepared for now, for whatever it is that we're going through now. And you have all of the experience, you have all of the deeper wisdom, you have all of the deeper understanding that you need for this next chapter. And this next chapter is requiring you to, it's demanding growth and uncomfortability. It's demanding you to finally take action. Those are the two choices. It's either you stay where you are or you take action. And none of them is wrong, but because we have been being molded for the past few years, and we have all of this understanding and deeper wisdom, it's like you're being pushed off the edge of the cliff by the universe, right? By God, by Source Spirit. And you're being told, like a whisper in your ear, to trust. But what you don't see on the other side of the cliff is Spirit's hand catching you. And that's what you're being pushed to do. Is there is this conflict within you, whether it's a conflict with old belief patterns, leaving people that don't serve you, starting a business, something that you've outgrown, that you're not aligned with anymore. And there's this conflict in there. And this conflict has probably been slowly stemming up or reoccurring over the past years, right? Or you've been outgrowing it, I suppose. And you're now a version of yourself now, currently, where you have to leave that behind. And leaving that behind requires taking a leap into the unknown. For the next 2026 to 2030, I do believe those who are walking this path of growth, who are trying their best to choose them and just expand, I do believe, because we have been putting the hard work in, we have been trusting and believing in ourselves, that a lot of our fruits of our labor are slowly being presented to us in the physical. And it takes a long time. Growth isn't overnight. And I've said this so many times. It doesn't happen overnight. And this is something that I was battling with, because I knew it, but I thought it was going to happen quicker. But in reality, from my own experience, this has been something that has been years and years, and even for some people, a freaking lifetime in the making. Preparing them, Spirit has been preparing you for these next few years in your life. I don't know, it's just, sorry, it's really hot in here. We're faced with two choices. It's either stay where you are, but if you stay where you are, you're not making a wrong choice. That's the thing about the spiritual journey. You're not making a wrong choice. It's just, you might get to where you want to get to a little bit slower, right? It's as if you have road A and road B, path A and B. A has more obstacles and it's more windy. You're still going to get to where you want to get to. It might look different. You might go through different things, and it might take a little longer because there's more obstacles, and that's staying where you are. Or you have route B. And there's obstacles, there's challenges. It might be a little easier, kind of, in a sense, like quicker, but it'll get you to where you are faster. I hope this makes sense. It'll get you to where you are faster. And I guess to put into perspective, let me tell you guys my experience, and you guys know, if I didn't leave a situation in 2023, October 2023, when I started this YouTube, I wouldn't be here where I am now. And that situation required me to literally kill an old version of myself, to leave a version of me that I no longer resonated with, that I no longer needed to be in that chapter of my life, because she did everything she could. It was from 18 to 25 years old. She went through so much and grown so much and learned so much from that chapter, that chapter was closed. And if I would have stayed, I wouldn't be here now. That was a huge fucking catalyst to my amazing life that I have now. Since then, I've had beautiful fucking more deeper awakenings. Like before that, I knew I was spiritual. We were spiritual. I knew manifestation, but I didn't know to the depths of what I know now. And it's because I was around people and situations that a version of me that was stuck in that wasn't ready to receive all of the things that I received, because I didn't close the door to those things to open this door, right? But when I did close the fucking door, everything came rushing in. And it was like, wow, it just puts into perspective. And I really do think about it sometimes, that if I didn't do what I did, if I didn't leave, who would have known where I would have been now? Maybe I would have barely left now. And obviously I will get to where I want to get to, but it would have taken a little longer and it would have looked a little different. And I'm so grateful because, you know, I've loved myself and ventured on this journey of self-love and found who I am. Like, the old me settled for so much shit and so much crap. I love her so much. She's very honorable, but I'm not like I have a grave for her. Rest in peace. She did what she needed to do, but I killed her so I could be reborn. And I'm very grateful. And like I always say, we honor our old selves, but she just allowed shit. She allowed mistreatment. She allowed just, I'm not her anymore, you know? Like, obviously we are these versions, but I'm literally a more expanded, more strong version of her. And it's just crazy to think that when you have these two choices and you take action on it, it could change the whole course of your life. And yeah, this required me to really trust where I was going, because that was one of the most, very clarity, but honestly the most confusing time of my life. Because the clarity was so loud, this tug of war within me of what to do, it was so loud. Like, I knew, but at the same time, you always second guess, so you don't know. You know when something is wavering within you and you kind of know what to do, but you don't, because you're just like, okay, but what if, but what if, but what if? And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to lean into that, like, that wavering feeling and just do it anyway. Just do it. And I think that's the lesson for a lot of people here, is being a physical embodiment of our soul here. We've come here to really want to experience making difficult choices, because every time you make a difficult choice, you find yourself, you come back home. And that's the choice that we're making right now, is what are you going to do? Are you going to take action? You have all of this growth, all of this wisdom, all of this understanding. Are you going to take action finally? Or are you just going to stay where you are? And you don't need to second guess yourself. You don't need to second guess your intelligence. You don't need to second guess if this is gonna work out, or you don't need to second guess like your willpower, or if you know enough, or if you're making the right choice. You know what you've gone through. You know all the challenges you've overcame. You know that you've grown more. You're not the same version as you were. You know you're not. So you need to trust that. Trust what you've experienced and all of the understanding and wisdom and lessons that you've gone through. Trust all of those lessons, that is what's going to carry you and push you through the next chapter of your life. Trust that everything you've learned and experienced, you're going to be fine, whatever you choose. You're going to be fine if you decide to take action. You don't need to second guess yourself anymore. But right now requires that action. And sometimes that action can look like making a plan, right? Sometimes if you don't feel comfortable enough to make a physical action, then make a plan. Or that action could just make deciding in your head now what it is that you want to do. Finally deciding instead of wavering back and forth. And if you need to meditate on it, if you need to go outside and just exist in your being and think about it, if you need to make a list, a pro and a con, whatever it is, do it. But right now is demanding action. And it's because the universe believes in you. God believes in you, that you can take this next step. You wouldn't be wavering if they didn't believe in you. You wouldn't be going through this if they didn't fucking believe that you were strong enough to do it. You are strong enough, and I think that's cool to think that Spirit thinks that you're strong enough for the next chapter of your life. They think they know. It's not that they think, they know that you're ready. You're ready. Even when you feel like you're not ready, they know you're ready. Spirit knows you're ready. You are Spirit, but Spirit knows you're ready. That's why you're being pushed. So trust it, because you're so deserving. You can do it. You're so strong and powerful. You are so strong and powerful, and I believe in you. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I love you guys, and I will see you next video.